Hello, and a very warm welcome to my live. I'm just going to check to see if the comments are working before we get going. Yep. Okay, absolutely. Hello and very warm welcome to my Tarot Thursday, and it's Follow the Light. We are going to be doing some tarot reading if anyone wants to come on and say hello, but they're going to be slightly different to what I normally do. But first, before we do anything, I like to introduce myself. My name is Julie-Sian. I'm known as the Manifesting Mentor Queen. I help people manifest their dream life. I'm also known as an internationally intuitive tarot reader, and I have clients all around the world. I have loads of clients from Australia, America, Panama, China, Japan, not so many China, Japan, etc., India, so on and so forth. So I have clients all around the world, and I help to give them guidance through the cards. I also do different card readings depending on what people want, just a plain reading, or they want to have a deeper reading, which is a pathfinder. So the readings I am doing today will be taken from, I keep freezing, hello, absolutely, Sarah Jane. So just give me a minute while I do my disclaimer, because I'm coming UK. So this is the Angel Tarot cards by Radley Valentine, and as I said, I am doing this from the UK, so I have to do this legal disclaimer. Okay, if you go to anyone who has a reading in the UK, they have to do this. It's a legal obligation. I'm not allowed to give legal, medical or financial advice, pregnancy advice. I'm not allowed, it's classed as entertainment purposes only, but if you wish to take the guidance and use it your own way, you can. Also, because I'm doing tarot, I'm hoping, Sarah, that you are slightly over 18, because I do prefer, with tarot, I do oracle cards for people under 18, but for tarot I prefer people to be over 18, because it is giving real good guidance for the life ahead. So today, as I said, we're doing tarot reading, and it says tarot cards do not predict the future, but reading them might just help you figure yours out. And what it is I'm asking today for people to do, rather than I'm just going to pull a card and just give you guidance from the card, I'm wanting to know what area in your life are you specifically wanting guidance for today. So rather than just having a general reading, which is what I normally do, I'm definitely over, oh bless you, oh you're 18 and a half, love it Sarah, 18 and a half. So what I'm doing it tonight, rather than just do a general reading, pull a card for you and describe the card for you, and it may be a hit or miss, if we can have tonight, so I want to try and make it a little bit more personal for you, a little bit more in depth for you tonight. So if you have an area that you would like a little bit of advice for, maybe you're having a midlife crisis, maybe you're at work and you're thinking, should I chuck it all in and set up my own business, or maybe you're thinking, should I write that book, or maybe you're thinking, should I carry on with this relationship, or something like that. So if we can have something that is giving you a problem at the moment, and you'd like a specific, so because normally I just do, well, this is the card, this is the Empress, this is what the Empress means, blah blah blah, but I want to try and get it more personalized to you all tonight, and this is how you can see how a reading goes, because it says like a card here is to give you guidance, giving you insight. So tonight, if you have something that you want specific guidance on, let me know if you have an area that you want a little bit of specific, rather than just a general reading. So and Sarah, if you want to tag anyone else in, so yeah, why not, because so often I watch tarot, and I do most of my readings on a Tuesday or Thursday night. I just pull a card for someone and just describe the card for you. But you know what, why not just make it more personalised, and then you can see how I work, and then if it does help give you guidance for what your problem is, whatever the problem is, I don't know, maybe the problem is that. So for me, I've just lost my dad and sent him off today. Oh bless him, without his guidance in life. Well, he has gone physically, but he is still with you in your heart, and every time you think of him, he will be there with you. And of course you're going to be feeling, because daddy's little girl, we always go for our dads for our advice and everything, and can I go forward without his guidance in his life? Do you know what? Your dad will be there every step of the way. And how will you know? Because when you put it up there and you go, what would dad say? And the easiest way of saying what would dad say is, you know, we have our heart center, our heart chakra. If you go into your higher heart, which is between your heart and your throat, Sarah, I'm very spiritual, no, he's always there. So between your heart and your throat is the higher heart center. So if you're wanting extra guidance from your dad, even though he's with us in spirit now, you can actually put your hand on your heart and go, you know what, dad, what? And then you will feel the intuition. And bless you. I lost my dad when I was 21, so bless you. Oh, I'm so sorry about this. And you know what? When we cry, we don't grieve. We wouldn't grieve for someone we didn't love. And so this is a sign that you loved him, because having the grief process. And the grief process, oh, half my cards are upside down. Oh dear, and so, you know, it's okay to grieve, and sometimes you can grieve for a week, a month, a year, 20 years. There is no time limit on it, so absolutely. So Sarah Jane, let's do a card for you, because you're feeling a little bit lost. So this is Sarah, who lost her dad and sent him off today, and I feel a little lost. Can I go forward with those without his guide? Well, he will be guiding you. He will be, and he will be doing, you know, like angels, they give us guidance in feathers and things. So we have strength. Oh, this is the perfect card. You saw me shuffling. The strength. You do have the strength to carry on without your dad being physically here. I've just frozen a phrase. So you do have the strength. You can do this. And this is just and you see it's card number 11. This is card number 11 in the major arcana. And it's saying to you, you're not alone. Because if it was a number 1, but you are with someone, and whether it's your spirit guides or with your dad or anyone else, loved ones, or your ancestors or your source, God, or whoever, you are not alone. And they are here giving you the strength to carry on. And it says great inner strength. And like I said, the higher heart, and I was saying to you, your higher heart, your intuition, and here, as I see all the way, yeah. And it's saying that you're not, and the number 1 is the beginning, the start. It's the unity, the one, I am, as in God. But you are one. We are everyone. We are everyone, all one. We are all one together. It's like a pearl necklace. We're all our individual pearls, but put us together with a great necklace. And it's like great inner strength. Now, didn't I say before I pulled the card about connecting to your heart and listening to that inner message? Release harsh judgments. You know what? You can do this, because you're saying, I can't go forward without him. It's because you got doubt. Absolutely, Aisha. Yes, you can. You got doubt. And this card is telling you, don't be so harsh. You can do it. Don't listen to the naysayers, all right? Stop release the judgments. You know, what will people say if I do this? What will people say if after a week I don't actually burst into tears when someone mentions my dad's name or whatever like that? Don't go by other people's judgment. We are our worst judges. And this is what the saying is, forgiveness and compassion. Forgive yourself and be compassionate to yourself. So if one day, sorry, I keep freezing, it's okay to go forward. And he is. And Dad was very strong. So yes, he is. He's, like he said, he's giving you the message through this card. So I hope that means. Right, Aisha, what we're doing today, rather than just pulling a card and giving you a general guidance, I'm asking people to tell me what part of area do they want actual help with, so we can do a more specific reading, as I'm doing for Sarah Jane now. So if you've got an area, Aisha, that you're looking for, you know, maybe you're wanting some guidance on your finances, guidance on your job, guidance on a relationship, let me know, and then we can put the card meaning to that part of you that's got a problem at the moment. Because rather than like when you go for readings like this, we normally just go, oh, here's a card and it means strength and you got that. But putting it like this, so I hope, Sarah, having this card to what you're asking for is giving you extra guidance, giving you an extra depth to what you're asking. And he is. And I can't believe, because you saw me shuffling the 72 cards, okay, and 78 cards, 72, the 78 cards, and it came out with strength. You do have the, and he's sending his strength, he's sending you love, and you can do this. And it's okay, and forgive yourself. And if you suddenly catch yourself laughing, don't feel guilty. You know, I mean, like I said, my mum and dad passed, you know, we still laugh and stuff like that, because they want you to carry on with life, and you have the strength to do that. So I hope that makes sense. I hope it gives you a little bit of comfort, because this is what I want to do for the readings today, is to give you, ask me what, you know, a specific area. Hello, give me a specific area that you're seeking guidance on. So I don't want to do just plain pull a card and go, oh, you got the awakening card and that means you're being aware of something. We want the things. So I'm really glad, Sarah, and if it does help and you want to go deeper and you want to book a full in-depth reading, this is also giving guidance on how people, you know, go things. So lovely to see you, Nuala. So the readings, making dinner, mine is cooking. I've got my daughter is stirring it. We're having mince and tagliatelle tonight. I've also got a house full. I've got 3 of my 5 grandchildren here tonight. So if you can hear noise in the background, it's the 3-year-old. The twins are currently asleep. Well, they were when I left them. They're meant to be asleep. So Nuala, let me know. So like I said, rather than just pulling a card and doing a general reading for you, so give me an area, you know, finances, guidance, you know, giving up the job or everything like that. So Aisha, let me know, do you have a specific question you would like me to answer? And same as Nuala, if you, yes, I'm sorry if it's a bit noisy. I have tried to shut, I'm actually in a different room to I normally do this. This used to be my healing room. It's now my bedroom. Oh, and I keep freezing. And it's because I come out from away from the internet, so I'm sorry I keep freezing. I've just split up with my kid's dad recently and I'm lost and wanted a card to pull out if you could. Okay, perfect. Okay. Right. So thank you. I'm sorry about that, but you know what? I just put an area above. Yeah. So if you, yeah. And it's hard when you're with someone and suddenly taking on the responsibility of being a single parent. Been there, done that, worn the hat. It is hard. And yeah, and breaking up, so you're going through the grief of no longer being in a partnership. You're going through the grief of now I'm on my own with the kids. You're going through all the stress. The kids are not seeing their dad as regularly or anything like that. So there's a lot going on. So we have the 4 of fire, and fire is all about our passion. And at the moment with this and business guidance, next steps. Okay, Nuala, love it, love it, love it. So card pulled out if you could. So this is contentment, peace and abundance. Do you know what? While we still are going through a split, when you go through a split, it is mess. It is messy, all right? And you lie awake at night thinking, is this the right thing? Am I doing? But you know what? At the end of the day, if it brings you peace, because you haven't got the stress of that other person there, and even though you're stepping into a new place of being a single mum and doing all that, this is saying you have got the fire, the passion to be there to do it, and it will bring you peace and a happier home life. You are going to have a happy home life. Now, like I said, I'm not predicting the future, cards can't, but it says that if you listen to what makes you happy, what brings you joy, and while you're going through this separation, I'm going to put it to you, I'm going to challenge you that every day you try and do something for yourself that brings you joy. Even if it means having a shower and using your favourite bubble, or having a bath and using your favourite bubble bath, or when you're getting up in the morning and you've got your favourite perfume, it may be Chanel number 5. Do you know what? Just treat yourself to that number 5 Chanel. Sorry, I keep freezing. Like I said, I'm away from my internet, so and this is what it is: a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. The project is going through the breakup and starting a new life with you and the kids. And this is like, it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. And it's like, yes, you're going to be busy trying to keep the kids happy and things like that. But what we're saying is you've got to keep the passion to yourself. So treat yourself every single day. Even if it's like, you know what, I've got a big bar of chocolate in the fridge, and every day I'm going to have one little piece and I'm going to bring myself some joy. because that's what you've got to do. Focus on something. Even though we've got to carry on, get the kids to school, you've got to go to work, you've got to sort out all the mess and the shit that's going through and everything, you do need to ground yourself. So that's my challenge to you. Everything is going to be working out. It will be fine. And if you want any more deeper guidance, let me know, and we can do a deeper reading where we can put a plan of action. That's my Pathfinder. I don't know whether Nuala's done a Pathfinder with me, but you do the Pathfinder where we do go dive deep and we can get a plan of action. We can help with your mindset. And to bring your, because at the moment you're feeling lost, oh my God, what's happening, and am I going to be able to do this? I'm not good enough because the marriage broke down. But no, it's like you're strong enough, because for an oak tree to grow, you have to break through that shell. And maybe you had to break away from that relationship that was smothering you. It had this shell, and in order for you to grow, you had to break that shell. The acorn had to break open for you to grow and mature into this amazing, wonderful woman that you are. You are already, and you're just going to acknowledge it. Sorry, I keep freezing. No, look, not yet the part. Oh, right, okay, well, that. Well, maybe that's the next thing we need to do. Okay, soul mission and business guidance. And the next steps, well, you definitely need the Pathfinder, Nuala, or you need a spiritual mentor to help you lay down and keep you posted every day. Oh, there's a card slid off, so I'm going to take that one as well. But maybe, Nuala, your next guidance steps, so maybe that is what you need, the Pathfinder. So let's do one slid out, and that one's poking out. So, oh, we got the Strength card as well. So, the soul, I'm not sure which way round we're going to do this. Because the Ten of Water came out. Now, water is all about our emotions. This is for Nuala. This is Nuala. The Ten of Water is the one that sort of slid out when I was shuffling. And this one poked out while I was shuffling again. So we've got the Ten of Water, a contented and rewarding family life. So this is your soul mission. You're welcome, my darling. And if you want to go deeper or you want some more guidance, you know where I am. And this is what I'm doing tonight. Rather than just doing a general reading, we're diving deeper. And so hopefully that makes sense to you. And Regina, I hope I got it right. What we're doing, hello Regina, I got it pronounced right tonight. Had so much emotions flowing. Yeah. What we're doing is come up with a part of your a question, rather than me just doing a general reading today. I'm trying to dive deep, so let me know what your question is for. So this, I think, to emotions flowing, well, we've had the full moon in Scorpio. Oh my gosh, you know, everything came to a climax, and yes, and it was a big full moon. The flower, it was a flower moon, so everything's blossoming, and we do feel emotional with it. And this is a contented, rewarding family life. Your soul mission is for you to have a contented family life and to help other people to have a contented family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Everything is being met. It's all there. It's the 10. Okay, and when you go into something feeling emotional, if you're going into a situation where you're feeling angry, you're going to perceive that from an angry point of view. But if you go into that same situation being calm and balanced, you'll get a balanced outlook on that situation. And it says trustworthy relationship. Trust your own relationship. Trust your own relationship with yourself, your soul path, you know. And I think this is where your mission is, helping people to find their own true happiness within their family. Oh, I'll do that, absolutely. And then you wanted about your business. You have the strength to do your business. You've got the strength. You've got the knowledge. So do it. Yes, with all business, we're up and down. We do have things thrown at us. Trust us. I have ups and downs in my life. And it says, great, and so release harsh judgments. The harsh judgment is you can do your business. And stop listening to the naysayers and stop listening to your own naysayers. This card is telling us that you've got the strength to go for it. So go for it. Stop farting around. Stop messing around and just do it. All right? And forgive yourself. And it says forgiveness and compassion. And this forgiveness and this, oh right, I'm doing this. This is the strength one. Well, you can play it back. I've been going for 20 minutes, so play it back. I heard the first card. So the second card is the strength, is for your business. You've got the strength to do your business. You've got the knowledge, because it says great inner strength. And where it is, it says forgiveness and compassion. You're going to be able to help people to forgive themselves and to be compassionate for themselves, to be able to help them to have their lovely family life. And you've got the strength and the inner knowledge. And what I'm saying is, get on that tiger. Sorry, I keep freezing. And get going and release your own judgment and other people. Don't listen to other people because they're just jealous of you. And just do it. Get on that tiger and ride. The tiger is masculine and it's going forward. Man is energy. So we've got this beautiful, I missed what she said. So let's get this Pathfinder reading booked in for you, Nuala. Let's get it done. Right. Someone said, card, please. Hello. Career guidance. Regina. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly today. So this is career guidance. Hello, Angela. Oh, hello, Angela. Hello. The tiger. I know. My suggestion, Google spirit animal meaning of tiger. Because I don't know because I know the card, there's a tiger in it. Google spirit meaning of tiger. Now, we're going to do this for this lady, and she asked for guidance on her career. And this is where we got the awakening card. The awakening card is card number 12, and it's like looking at things from a different angle. Look at things from a different point of view. Look at, if you say to a company and they keep overlooking you for the promotion, rather than sticking with them, go to another company who do appreciate you. Maybe it's time to change career. It says look at things from a different perspective. So rather than being narrow-minded with your career, look at it from a different angle. Type in different things, what it is. A temporary standstill. So yes, you're thinking, what should I do? So you're at a temporary standstill, and I'm sorry I keep freezing. I don't know whether it's the internet, or it could be my internet, but we'll keep going. And it's saying maybe it's time to look at your career from a different point of view. Maybe you're at a stalemate. Maybe you're fed up and you're bored and you wake up on a Monday morning, go, I don't want to do this anymore. Maybe it's time to do something completely different. And you can do it, and it's important to be yourself. So maybe you've been trying to run a career and do a job to fit in and please everyone else. When we're younger, you've got to be an accountant, you've got to be a doctor, so you go and do it, but your heart isn't in it. When you do a job that your heart is in it, that brings you joy, and maybe it's time for you to start doing something for yourself. Do something in the job, your career. So what is it that brings you joy? I mean, I quit my medical secretary job because I love doing the readings. I quit the medical secretary job and I do this. Now, it's a long story, but I got there and it brings me joy. The medical secretary job was not bringing me joy, so I did that. So there you go. So this is your awakening. And if you want some guidance, book a Pathfinder. Put the Pathfinder. I'm not in a job right. Oh! Perfect start. Wow. This is a time now for you to think, what can I do? Because the world is your oyster. But unfortunately, my daughter said to me the other day, she said to me, Mum, you tell me the world is my oyster and I can do anything I like. But the trouble is I don't know what is out there and what I like. So I said to her, right, what is it that you like doing? And we made a list of things that she liked, things that she didn't like. And we not just job-wise. And it's like, well, she liked, YouTubing, she liked this, she likes doing that, she likes... And I said, right, well, let's Google it and go into AI and go, this is all the things I like. Tell me what sort of job that would suit me. It'd be amazing what came up. So maybe this is where you need is to have a little look and say, you know what? I'm not in the job at the moment. Oh, I've frozen. And we'll take it from here. Book a reading and we'll do a mentoring session, have a mentoring, and we'll throw some ideas out there and get you going. So then we got our beautiful Angela there. If you're there, Angela, I'm doing readings slightly different today. I apologise. I am not in my lounge because my lounge is full of grandchildren at the moment. So I'm away from the internet, so my thing keeps freezing on me, so I'm really sorry. So Angela, what we're doing tonight is, instead of just me doing a general card, what I'm doing is asking someone to give me their current problem, they perceive as current problem, and we're going to do the reading that fits with your current problem, rather than just a general reading. So does that help with your career request? You were saying you were looking for career guidance, and yeah, let's get that sorted. Let's get a mentoring session going. Let's throw some ideas around. You're welcome. So if you want, sometimes it's helpful to talk to someone who's not a family, who's not a friend, who's got no invested commitment to what you go, and just talk to someone like me or anyone else, just to say, you know what, I love doing this, I like doing that, and yeah, and let's do it. So let's book in a session and see how it goes. So Angela, my beautiful, from Finland. Is it Finland? I always get the wrong country. And I have done your readings. Do you have a current perceived problem that you would like a little bit of guidance with? And if there's anyone else, like I said, we're doing it slightly different, rather than just putting a card and going, this is so interesting. So rather than just doing a card that says, oh, here we are, 6 of water and the meaning of the card, what I'm looking for, I'm doing it completely different. Finland, I got it right. It's taken me about 3 years to get the right country you're in. So may see you tomorrow on Natasha's Zoom call, business call. Hi Joe, I never came back to you. To 10:30 tomorrow morning, if you're up to it. If it's not, sorry, I keep forgetting to. I must message Jo for her reading. Jo, my beautiful Jo Marchant, she when I launched my book Lunar Reflections, I put it a competition. I said the person who put the most media posts out there would win a Pathfinder reading, which is £77. And beautiful Jo, my little ballet dancer, won it. So we're going to be doing readings. So if you're up to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, otherwise weather. So Angela says finances. Oh, that's a good one. So Jo, what we're doing, rather than just pulling a card, we're doing things slightly different, wanting to know if you want to share a problem and you're wanting a guidance on a specific guidance. So Angela's saying finances. So let's see what the card has so we can put it towards finances. So rather than just a general thing, I'm wanting to go deeper tonight, because so often you go and jump on people's lives and they just do a general reading, the same card, but it's like, yeah, and they go, oh, that means something to me. But it's just like, let's go deeper. So finances. So Joanne, 5 of water. Well, water is all about housing. Yes, I thought you might do that, and we can talk more about this tomorrow in depth. That's if you're up to it. We'll private message later, and I apologise for not coming back to you to confirm it. And again, for those who've just joined, if you're wondering what the noise is, I have 3 grandchildren with me, 3 out of my 5. I've got the 10-month-old twins and the 3-year-old, and they're in the other room with their dad. So I vacated into my bedroom. So if you can hear noises, I apologise. They're having a lovely time, and my daughter is trying to entertain them. So the 5 of water, things are turning out the way you. Things are not turning out the way you had hoped. Yeah, when we do starting off, we start off at number 1, and when we start off at number 1, we can only start with the knowledge that we know. And the knowledge that we know, we then start a thing. But as you travel along, because you make a decision on what you know, sometimes that what we knew, we didn't know everything, or we knew it hadn't been told all the information. So we get to number 5 and it's like, it's not working out. It's not working out. And what this is saying is not seeing the positive as a situation, because what we're doing is so often we've got 5 cups there. 3 are on the, no, is it 3 on the floor? 3 on the floor and 2 standing. And what people go, oh, it's not working out, I'm focusing on the and the negative, but we forget that there's 2 still standing, and these are much bigger and more standing. And it's like, we may need to look at things differently. Rather than looking at the spilt milk, look at the milk that's still there, and maybe it's time to tweak things and look at things differently. And like I said, it's crying over spilt milk, and it's like, oh, it's not worked out, I haven't made the amount of sales this month. And you know what? That's okay, unless it causes you to go in debt. But if you look back at the previous month, I smashed my target, and the month before that I smashed my target. And when you do the cumulative, just because we have a bad month, I put something in the post, in our group the other day, and it's I didn't make anything, and da da da. But then I look at all the other things and the cumulative, and we do get to beat ourselves up. So it's like, maybe it's time to re-look at our finances. Maybe it's time to redo our budget. Maybe it's time to start looking at things from a different point of view. And instead of looking at money as, the money, look at it as a tool. The money is a tool that enables us to do things. Your clients use money as a tool to come and spend it with you on your business. They use it to come and have their facial treatments. You use your money to purchase your flights to America when they ask you to do the face games, or whatever it is, skin games, or whatever it is, to be a judge over there. So what it is saying is, yes, we may be going through a blitz. It is emotional. It is stressful. Oh my God, I'm doing it. But then it's like, hang on. Take our emotions out. Start from scratch. Focus on the positive. Yeah, last month and the month before I smashed my target. Maybe having a bad month this time. But you know what? Overall, over the last 12 months, look what I've done. And it's like this waves, up and down, up and down. And so it's like, let's rejig. Let's look at the budget again. Let's start over. And look where we've come from so far. Look at the goodness, not the badness. I hope that makes sense. So now we go to our beautiful Jo. Housing. Oh my gosh, I saw what you posted and it's unbelievable. And my feelings, I remember last time you said that the guy wanted you out because he wanted to get other clients in there. And maybe that's what they've done. They wanted all the current people out. You're more than welcome, my lovely Angela. You're more than welcome. And I hope that helps, having the reading focusing what your problem is rather than just doing a general reading. And like I said with Jo, the guy, you said ages ago he wanted to get everyone out. And so what he's done, he's upped all the things, and it's just like, yeah, because he's thinking, how am I going to get them out? Because you won't budge. But you know what? So 3 of air. Air is all about our thoughts. And yes, oh my God, I bet at night your head is spinning. What am I going to do? Where am I going? I built this beautiful home and da 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 da. And how am I going to cope with this? And how am I going to do this? This is the 3 of air. And it's this great sadness. Take time to heal. And the need to forgive yourself or others. But you know what? Maybe it's time for you to think, I did this home, and maybe this is an opportunity. And I know it's the upheaval of going and finding a new home. But this is another new step on your journey. And it's like, you know what, I left the ex I set up this amazing home, I built it all up, and it's like, and I don't want to leave it. But it's like, hang on, maybe that time is now for you to, because you've now grown from when you moved into that beautiful house, your beautiful home, you're in a situation and you've grown in maturity, in your mindset and things like that, and you're living a different life. So maybe now it's time to start. Now you're in a different position from where you were when you first moved into the home to where you are now. So maybe it's time to go into another new home and start again. I don't know, but it's saying like great sadness, and it's the sadness is like, how dare they do this? And this is with taking the emotion. How dare he do this? He's upsetting, I'm having to do this, and it's just like overthinking. And I'm with you. I'm totally with you. And sometimes it's like we've got to take a moment out and breathe and think of it from a different angle. And because there's the 3 of you all comforting each other. And it's like, yeah, it's sad and it's upheaval and starting over. But then we can flip it and go, you know what? I can do this. Because you've done it before and you can do it now. And where you've got from now, compared to when you did it on your own, you've got such an amazing network. You've got such amazing confidence. You've got such support around you that it's maybe it's a godsend in a mess. So it's like 3 of air. It's like, I remember when I had some news and it's like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Oh, I don't know how I'm going to cope, you know, got the kids and how am I going to pay for this and we've got to move home, we've got to do this and got to do that. And then it's like, hang on, breathe. I'm thinking everything happens for a reason. If we lose here, it's because there you go. And this is it. But we have to grieve for our last house. I had to grieve for the house because I got this house together with my ex and we were going to have all these dreams and then boom. And then when you move on, you grieve because you're saying goodbye to that. And yes, there is even better. And the foundation you've had from now, compared to when you first moved into the house, you didn't have any foundation. Look where you've grown. And things are even better. And it is sad. It's the end of an era. But an end means it's the end of that and you've got a wonderful new start. So let's start thinking, and maybe we can focus on this tomorrow. Is there anybody else here who would like a reading and hasn't had one? So I do hope this readings tonight, they've been different, and I hope anyone who's still watching, if it's okay, if you prefer this type of reading, because if it is, I think I might continue doing this rather than just doing a general dog body reading and doing a general thing and people going, oh yeah, that makes sense, because you've had proper guidance with a problem. There we go, and hopefully this will actually help indeed. So I want to say thank you to everyone who joined tonight. Thank you very much. You're more than welcome, and we'll message if you want to do tomorrow, if you need to delay tomorrow. And I'm so sorry. I've been having grandchildren and sons and stuff over this week. It's been a bit but that's okay. That's okay. So if you can't make tomorrow, Joe, we will do this reading for you, I promise. And let me know. And anyone else who's enjoyed it and would like to go deeper with a reading, let me know. So I want to say a massive thank you. I do hope the readings have been slightly different. I know they're slightly different. I've enjoyed it actually, having you giving me what you want the reading rather, and I think it's better than having just a general reading. But but if you have been touched, if this has helped, and you want to go further, you know where I am. So message me. I will put my link to my Pathfinder. So if anyone wants to book a Pathfinder, I will put the link in there. Feel free to message me if you want to book direct. Otherwise, wishing you an amazing evening. Have a fantastic evening, whatever you're doing. I know we're watching Eurovision. We watched it on Tuesday, so we're going to be I frozen. So I'm going to be watching Eurovision at 8 o'clock tonight. My daughter's turned up and she's got a bottle of red wine, so we're going to have some wine and watch Eurovision, and that's my plan, and try and get 3 kids off to sleep in a minute. I haven't lost it. You're more than welcome, Angela. Thank you for joining. Hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow on Natasha's Zoom, and we will wish you a wonderful weekend, because I won't be live tomorrow. I've got a very busy weekend because I'm having, I think I'm having 4 grandchildren this weekend, not 5. Yeah, 3 today, 4 at the weekend. My nanny duties are really kicking in at the moment. Lots of bed sharing, sleeping on couches and stuff, but it's all fun. The kids love it. They think it's fun. I'm too old. She's been crawling on the floor, and I got stuck on the floor with the 10-month-old twins, and it was like, oh, this is good. And there I was trying to get off the floor with this sleeping 10-month-old twin, and they're heavy now. But it's lovely. Okay, wishing you all an absolutely amazing evening. Like I said, we're off to watch Eurovision, and then Saturday night we got some more wine in and stuff like that. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be back on Tuesday for some more readings, probably oracle card readings on Tuesday. Wishing you a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for watching. Take care. Namaste. Bye.